All right, gang, welcome back. Welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody had a great and fantastic day. I'm just kind of gonna go over our, analysis here. Go over the charts, gold and the Nasdaq. Right. So just one sec. Just a little bit. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so let's dive in. We're on the gold daily chart here. All right, let's mark up our levels here. Right, we got our highs here, got our swing lows down here. Now we're kind of ranging here, right? But notice how we're kind of swerving our way up. So we got this low, higher low, higher low. We got this high, higher high. So yeah, I think we're gonna potentially come up and retest, right? Come up to about that 34, 31 level here. Might want to tap into that. So previous daily candle closed bullish, and now this current candle made a very small bottom wick, but it's starting to move up now. So we might first target will be this high here, about 33.84. We might run into some resistance there, but if we break through that, we should be good to go to the upside there. So let's drop it down to the 4-hour, right? All right, here's our 4-hour. Previous 4-hour, no top wick. Yeah, no top wick here. Not too good, because now we're running up. So we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But right now we're looking at a pretty good bullish move here. So this is our resistance level around 33.84, right? That's that daily resistance there. So it's possible we'll come up and tap into it and see if we'll be rejecting from there. All right, our 4-hour support levels down here, right here. So let's see if we tap into there and then drop back down, or are we gonna close above, break through, right? It's possible. I want to see what the new 4-hour is gonna do in about 11 minutes or so. So, all right, off the 1-hour here. Yeah, we got this very nice push to the upside here. Yeah, we got a gap fill here. All right, so gap tonight's gap hasn't been filled yet, so we'll see if it's gonna want to come down to fill that gap before it continues to move up. We're running into a little bit of resistance here on the 1-hour time frame, right around that right here, about 3374. See how that wick tapped in there, and now we're coming back up. So let's see, we're gonna close above that. If we do, I like the buys to fill this range here, right? This will be our next target here, and that will be our play tonight, about 3400, right at the top of the range there. So let's see what happens, right? Then we have support right here. So that support level is right there. So if we're gonna get rejected here, then we might come back down to 33.46 and a half. That's just that small range, right? Because the range could be bigger if you use these lows down here. But looking at this trend line here off the 1-hour, look at this beautiful move, beautiful, right? We just kind of stretch it out this way. So look at this. So we keep tapping into that and forming that upwards trend here, right? Making these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So yeah, and now we broke out, right? We broke out, took out those highs there, without that retest. This was the retest here, and then just popped off. But now we're tapping into this resistance right here. So let's see if we're gonna break through. If we get a closure above, I like the move up to 3400. I do. I like that move very much. So we'll see. But if we get some sort of rejection, right, and we get a bearish closure, then we'll see. We'll see. The 4 hours is key here. Not only did that 4-hour tap that resistance off that 1-hour resistance, see, we tapped right into it. Now we're pushing back. Again, gap to fill down here. Next 4-hour candle might give us a bottom wick here to tap in, maybe even fill the gap, and then flip up, right? Because we got a previous bearish closure bouncing off this 1-hour trend line. So yeah, everything indicates gold to be bullish at this point in time. So yeah, we got a lot of bullish momentum. So we'll see if we get some sort of pullback the next candle, and then catch the rip to the upside. That's kind of my move. I'm bullish tonight on gold, very bullish. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ, right? All right, now, NASDAQ. Okay, let's look. This is the 4 hour, but let's look at the daily. All right, so daily candle closed bearish. All right, now the new candle came up. Oh, did we just take out the lows? Man, my eyes are deceiving. Yeah, wow, we just took out the previous daily lows here. I'm interested in sales here, gang. Yeah, we just took out the previous daily lows here on the NASDAQ. This what are we looking at here? Yeah, I might be looking for a sell position here, gang, on the NASDAQ. I'm gonna wait these last 7 minutes because this is what I want to see, right? You guys know my game plan. This couple of things. Let's mark this up. I'm interested in the NASDAQ tonight for a couple of reasons, right? So right here, previous resistance, turn support here, and now we might close, right? We taking out the current 4 hour lows. If we do close below this support, look at that, that was resistance here. So if we now come back down and take out these lows, yeah, my play would be a top wick on the next candle, and then on the flip, we're bringing it down to this low here. That'll probably be my target, right out here. Yeah. Yeah, my target will be about 21,500. Yeah. All right, let's keep an eye on the NASDAQ in the next couple minutes. Let's see if, because we took out the lows, but, we might close respecting this previous resistance, now turn support. This could be just a retest to bounce and continue up. But if we get a closure below here, I'll take that sell right there. Yeah, we're clearly below there. And again, going back to the daily, we broke the daily lows now. We're kind of pulling back up a little bit, but that 4 hour break of support is going to be key here. Because again, we made the wick up here. We came down and took out the lows, and now we need a closure, a 4 hour closure of this support level. And I'm in there. All right, so yeah, let's keep an eye on the NASDAQ tonight. Yeah, let's wait on this, gang. Bullish closure on gold as well. Looking really, really good. Really, really good here. That the new 4 hour wick might pull down to fill the gap here. I would like to see, if we even if we come up and break the highs here and then come back down, right? Let's say, and maybe even get that gap to fill here with a wick. On the flip there, I might take that buy. I like these setups, I mean, sometimes, they look nicer when, you get these closures with these scenarios, but it's still a good way to enter a trade here. All right, we got 4 minutes, gang. Let's wait on it. Bitcoin dropping. Yeah, it kind of ranged. Now it's kind of pulling down here. Big gap to fill here on Bitcoin. All the way down to 104, about 104,900 or so, somewhere around that level. All right. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, gang. All right, so we got a new candle. Oh, whoa, this is good right here. Ooh, okay. I like the fact that we open with no top work here. Um, Very nice here. How's it looking on the 1 hour? Interesting. All right, let's see. All right, NASDAQ, we closed below. Yeah, I'm taking this sell on the NASDAQ, gang. I'm gonna start off here. Yep, I'm gonna take it right there. All right, so I'm in NAS sells right here, gang. Target here. Take this off the 4 hour here, gang. Yeah, my stops are gonna be just above the previous high here. All right, I'll get these levels marked up for you guys in a second. Let's mark it up. Ooh. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're in sells on the NASDAQ here, gang. And yeah, I'm targeting the lows down here. Yeah, it's gonna be above. As a matter of fact, I'm lowering this down to the just above the previous 1 hour high there. Don't want it up here. It's too far up. All right. What's up, Danny? Yeah, Danny, I just took NAS sells just now, right this moment. My entry on that was 21,788. All right, I'm gonna get that info up to you guys in a second. Um, we're in NAS sells. Let me look at gold. All right, yeah, gold. Keeping it on the 4 hour because I want to get a little bit of a steeper wick. Man, it would be ideal if that wick could come down and fill the gap here, but we have a couple options. If this thing flips and takes out the highs, we'll be getting in at the break of the previous highs here. But if we do get the wick down here, On the reflip at the break of the current 4-hour high, I'll take the buy in. So yeah, let's see if we get that wick to come down here. Yes, I'll come back to that in a second. All right. All right, let me get the NASDAQ info for you guys up here. All right. All right. Just put that. All right, gang. We're good. We're set. That's our trade. That's my NAS trade right there on screen. You all can see it there. All right. All right, let's take a look at the gold here. All right, starting to flip back up here. Let's see. Yeah. It kind of made a higher wick here. I'd rather be patient and wait, right? Because it would be perfect if this thing can just come and fill this gap first and then flip. But again, we got the break of the highs, right? That could be our entry there. If this is it, this is the wick we're gonna get, then that's what we'll take. But I would like to see a steeper wick. A lot of times it'll come up, take out the highs, right? Then come down, make a bottom wick, and then flip. Remember, this is the 4-hour candle, so a lot can happen in 4 hours. So, yes. So we made a bit of a steeper wick. Now, if we come down and make a steeper wick to the downside, I'll be considering the entries very soon at that point. Maybe even taking that wick entry for anticipating the reflip here. So let's see. Right, we will have to wait. I'm on the 4-hour time frame here, gang, just so you know. Only because I'm trying to see if the 4-hour wick is gonna come down a bit lower. I'm just keeping an eye on that for now, just for a little bit here. On NASDAQ, yeah, we're in profit. Yeah. Why is this thing lagging? Where? Yeah, we're up about 5 points in profit here. We're pretty much break even at this point. But let's give it some time, right? Let's give it time. We support, and once we came up and kind of made a top wick, I took the impulse entry right off the bat there. My stop loss is just above this previous 1 hour. Yeah. We might re-break the high. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we came up, made a higher wick, came down, made a steeper wick, and then we came up and right. So we actually made a higher, kind of a higher wick here, move up, but still have to stay patient, right? Because it's tempting to get in here, but then if post entry here and this thing decides to come down and make that steeper wick, then we're gonna get caught in that drawdown. I've taken that move before, kind of dollar cost average, so I'll go in and then just kind of wait for a pullback, and then take like a smaller entry here as well, and kind of leverage my way in. But sometimes this could be the wick that we're gonna get, and this thing is gonna continue to rip up. And but you've seen many different scenarios, right? So, but I like I said, my preference would be a steeper wick, like I said, preferably to fill the gap. But sometimes we might not get it, and this thing could just take off. Yeah, and we failed to break the previous 1 hour low, so I don't know. That we formed this resistance. Now here it might start running up here. It's running up here. Lagging so much. All right. We take out the highs. No, not yet. I'm not broken the previous 1 hour highs yet. Neither do we break the previous lows here. We are getting that rejection. That's one thing that I'm keeping an eye on, because when we made this move up, we got that rejection off this level here, right? And then again, we got that gap to fill. Oh. Yeah, I think you know, patience will pay off eventually, but I would say in a case like this is the 1 hour resistance here. This is the daily high target, and then 4 hour resistance will be up here. Yeah, I think I might wait on this. I don't know. I personally prefer a steeper wick. So I want gold to come down more here, but let's see. Made this high here. Now it's starting to come down a little bit here, so that's a good thing. Oh man. All right. Well, let's wait on it. Let's wait on it. See what the Nasdaq is doing. All right, it's kind of just there. We're in profit though, in the green here. So yeah, we'll see what the Nasdaq is gonna do. $15-minute close bullish. Opened up no bottom wick here though. 30-minute. Okay, broke the previous 30 lows. Coming up, hasn't broken the highs though. Might come up, break the highs, come back down. A little bit of chop here, a little bit of chop, but I don't know. I think I'd say I'll just probably either a 30-minute breakout here, but 30-minute closure above here of this resistance will probably be a good sign there. It's a look for the entry, but took out the 30 highs here. I mean the 1 hour highs. Again, 30 highs just broke as well. All right, breaking the highs here, but I think at this point, for me the best option would be probably a 30-minute closure above, or the 1 hour closure above. So we're gonna come up and tap this level and then flip. And we don't want to be wrapped up in that. Yeah, I mean, I wanted the buys up, but I wanted a steeper wick. We haven't gotten that, so it runs. Gold rejecting here. Right. And Nas is right around break even. We're down about 4 pips on this trade. Yo, RT Money, my man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you see now it's pumping up here. All right, so let's see where we at here. Man, this could be good, gang. Got beautiful range going up here. Where's the NASDAQ? Yeah, all right, we're looking good on the NASDAQ, gang. If we take out these lows here, come on, bro. Yeah. Once we take out the 1 hour lows after making this top wick here, we should drive down, gang. A couple of wick fails. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna mark this little level right here. That's kind of gonna be kind of the first target where I'll look to make some moves here. You know, maybe close some partials around right around this support level, but if not, it might just come all the way down the bottom of the range. But for now, we're in pretty decent profit, gang. We're running about 22 pips here. Yeah, I marked that this line at the bottom here is you know, we'll see. We fail to break below that, for example, I might end up closing all my whole position there. You know, we don't want this thing to bounce back up, and you know, once we break the lows here, I'm going break even as well. We haven't done so. You know, once we take out the previous 1 hour lows, we should. Did it break it already? Nope, not yet. Once we break those lows, I'm going break even, gang. We got a winner. We got a winner here. Wow, failed. Hasn't broke the lows yet. Man, yeah. I'm willing to take this risk that I have here. These 62 pips on NAS here. That's it. I want to take out the lows. If we don't take out the lows, I'll hold it because it might need more room. But I gotta keep an eye on it. See, when you zoom in, barely missed it. Barely missed it. Hasn't broke the lows yet. Once we do, we'll go break even. Almost, gang. There we go. All right, lows have been broken here. Break even. Risk-free trade, gang. Risk-free trade on NAS. We're running about what is that? 20. Oh, now we went down. Yeah, we're running about 30 pips, gang. All right, so we peaked at about 30 pips here. Let's see if it'll hold off. Well, yeah, break even here. So yeah, house money now, gang. No loss on this trade for now. Let's see if we continue to drive down here. All right, nice job, gang. Nice job. Let's continue to hold. We're looking good here. We took out the lows. I expect this to continue to move down. It might just come down to this support here, fill these wicks right here. It's possible that then from here we might find some strong rejection, maybe get a push back up. But if we break through, that's great. But we might ride it down all the way down. That'll be a nice trade there. But let's see. All right, let's take a look at NAS. All right. Okay, NAS is looking to break. Let me look at the 30-minute. I'm gonna be willing to take this off the 30, gang. I'm down tonight. I am down to take that trade tonight. 2 minutes to candle closure. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom in on this right here. We're looking at this candle. 2 minutes 30 seconds. We want this candle to close above, give us a nice break like it is right now. Let's see. And then we'll look for an entry at that point. Gold, yes. Yeah, let's get this gold buys. Gold buys is what I'm looking at right this moment here. And then the NASDAQ, yeah, we're looking good here. All right, continuing to push down here. Yep, we're running about 35 pips here. 35 pips in profit on our NAS sell. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Let's wait on it, gang. We have to close above. If we don't close above on the 30, I might wait for that 1 hour closure, but we might get this closure on the 30 here. Yeah, RT. This is it's running good, man. It's looking real good. Yeah, this one was good. Playbook setup, got the closure below, next candle top wick. On the flip, we get in. Boom. This one was an impulse entry though, after the top wick. So, but the same concept applies. And once we broke the lows, we should be good. We went break even, and I think we're gonna come down to this range here. So I'll look to see what I'm gonna do once we're down here at some point. I might take partial soon, but I'll wait on it. So I want to see what this is doing. And this, wow, looking at gold on the 4 hour, I would have taken this on the break of the high on the flip, but I just wanted a steeper wick here, get this gap fill, and then the flip. So I was anticipating this move. I just thought we were gonna pull back a little more, but it's all good. It's all good. We might still have an entry here. We got plenty of room to come up. I mean, this is a, what is that? 3374. Wow, yeah, this is a like a 260 pip move to the top. All right, so we got a closure. Yeah. All right, so this is gonna be my move, gang. Buy stops at the break of the previous 30 highs right here. Oops. Right there. All right. So my entry, let me see. My entry is gonna be 3377.20 at the break of the previous 30-minute highs. I'm gonna take the entry there. Oops. I'll say that 20. Oh, this is a good bottom wick. Man. Yeah. All right, buy stop set on gold here. Entry is going to be 3377.20. That's going to be 361. 20 as well. And our TP is going to be the range for all the way at the top, 3,400. That's going to be the target. All right. Let's see if we make that move all the way to the top now. Not activated yet on gold, gang. In the meantime, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Oh, my internet is like lagging today. What the hell, man? It's like super slow. My charts are slow. All right. Let's see here. See how we're pulling back the 1 hour. You see, we got 26 minutes. See how we're pulling back down. But two things I'm looking at. Let me go back. The setup was off the 30-minute. The 30-minute closed above, right? It broke out. But notice how we're pulling back with no top wick. So this could be the bottom wick on the 30 on the flip. But I don't want to take that impulse entry for two reasons. Because this thing could just come right back down, right? Maybe this wick could come down here and then reflip, right? Or the 1 hour could end up closing below. So yeah, our entry here should be the break of the highs after already making this bottom wick. Once it flips now and takes out the highs, we should continue to drive up. That's the play, right? That's the play. But for now, we wait for it to activate. The information on that gold buy stop is right here, 3377.20, which is the break of the previous 30-minute high on that candle there. Nobody's ever told me I trade like Raja, but Raja is somebody that you know, I've been under that mentorship. I've studied a lot under Raja for a long time now. A lot of the knowledge that I've learned in the trading, I would say the bulk of what I've learned has been with my boy Nick Stewart on From Time to Eat. I don't know if you guys heard of him, the TTE group. He has a stream. He goes live Monday through GOAT, man. That guy's a legend. Great trader, great trader. Jose Trades, bro. Bro, where you been, my man? Where have you been? My man Jose Trades, bro. Always great to have you here, man. Yeah, RT Money. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely, we have our similarities. You know, I do add a little bit of my own experience, you know, as far as like, you know, what can I say? Like, just the way the candles print, I've seen a lot of these setups, you know, day in and day out, and you kind of act on that. What happened to my, what? No, I tell you, this chart thing is, did I actually delete it? Oh, all right, my bad, gang. Wait, something is up here, Mike. Trading view is acting up here. Let's see. This thing come back on. Oh yeah, not familiar with Nick Stewart. Yeah, you should check him out. I watch his live stream during New York session a lot. TTE, great bro, great community. You know, Nick is that guy's a beast, bro. Nick Stewart. You should look him up at Time to Eat. The community is called Time to Eat. Great group of people. You know, I've been you know, under his wing for a while. You know, it's good. All right, let's take a look here. What's going on here, bro? Oh man, what in the world? Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, gang. Maybe I should restart this here. Wait, what am I? Yeah, something's up here. Yeah, Nick Stewart, Time to Eat. Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna set this up again, gang. Everything kind of left the screen off for me here, but I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, I'll set it all up again. There it goes. Oh, now the second one popped up. Yo, I tell you, man, this thing is. There we go. Okay, now we're good. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ here. Oh my goodness. All right, ooh, beautiful. All right, gang, look at this. I want to show you this. Look at how we came down, took out the lows here, and now made a top of the next candle. We're driving down here, gang. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. This thing is like acting crazy to this. All right, gang. Where are we here? Listen, I think we're coming for these wick fills like I told you, right? Keep it on this support level off the 1 hour, my bad. Let me go to the 1 hour. I wanna, yeah, remember this support here off the 1 hour, right? So we might look at this 1 hour candle. Goodness gracious, gang, we're running about 48 pips here. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, we're running good here. Yeah, a lot of you can take profit here if you want to. It's a nice move down. Yeah, RT, thanks, brother. Thank you. All right, how we looking here? Oh, man. Okay, we're getting rejection here. If we come down too steep, or if, let's say, I think if the 1 hour fails to close above, I'm gonna delete the buy slot. Yeah. Yeah. So the entry will be if even this 1 hour, if it comes back up to re-break its own high, we should take off there. But I'll wait. I'd say if the 1 hour closes below, I'll delete. But in the meantime, look at our NAS trade, gang. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. Yeah, we printed money tonight. 18 minutes left. Yeah, we got this is kind of the intended range here. You see these wicks come down, we're pretty much right to the support level here. Yeah, exactly, Jose. I noticed that too, but I think that held me back. But then also that gap. You see that gap, Jose, on that gold? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, we have no top wick, bro. I mean, I think that of the 30, I don't understand why this thing is lagging, but I'm getting really annoyed with this, gang. So I apologize once again. Oh, here we go, gang. See that bottom wick? I could have taken the impulse entry, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather stick to the technicals. You know, sometimes I'll take that extra risk, that extra 20, 30 pips. Sometimes I do that and I take the risk because I'm anticipating the move. But, you know, we're on live stream. I know you guys have, I don't know what capital or what size balances you guys are trading with. So I don't want to do anything that will put your accounts at risk. Sometimes when I'm trading, I would have taken that buy on this, right? I would have probably jumped in right here. But I'll wait. Once this thing flips and takes out the previous highs, we should be good to go. Oh, it went back away. Yeah, I thought the 4-hour wick was gonna fill the gap, but it never did. I mean, it could still. Remember, this is a brand new 4-hour. Let me see. Come on, trading view is lagging, man. Goodness. Yeah. See this 4-hour wick here. Yeah, it came down here. I wanted it a steeper wick. I wanted it to come down, fill the gap, and I would have been crazy and taking that wick entry right there. I would have taken it off the rip. But it's pulling back. It's pulling back. I mean, we could, it took out the previous 4-hour highs, right? See, we made that high. And now, not only are we closing back below the resistance level, we can come down now and fill the gap, maybe even retest here before we pop off. So I've seen gold do that so many times, so many times. It's nuts. But this is gonna come up and grab this wick from earlier today too. Wow. This is not from earlier. This was the one from earlier. He already grabbed that wick. Yeah, we broke the previous 4-hour highs already, and now we're flipping. What do we have here? What's the 1 hour looking like? All right. All right, gang. You know what I'm gonna do is wow, we're about 70 pips away from that target. Yeah, gang. I'm gonna delete the buy stops. I'm gonna delete them now. I'll wait. Yeah. But you see what I mean about being patient and disciplined, gang. You know how much FOMO a lot of people would have had. You know how many people would have wanted to take that impulse entry. And I'm not saying you wouldn't have been in profit. You probably would have ran a good 40 pips, but then you take this at the closure, and then this thing. Look at this drawdown. No top wick. You want to wait for the flip. But if you start taking the buy here, or the buy here, or even here, you never know how steep this wick is gonna be. So now that we've pulled back so far, not only the 30-minute broke, but the higher time frame confirmations are so much better, and I like to take these trades off the 1 hour especially. So I mean, 14 minutes, a lot of time. So this 1 hour could still come up. If we start creeping back up, kind of flirting with close, I'll set the buy stops once again. But for now, I'll wait. And all right, NASDAQ, we're in here. I'm gonna forget about gold for a minute. Look at the NASDAQ, gang. We're looking great. All right, we'll break even here. Wait for this closure. Yeah, I wanted to come down. They will upload these videos saying, "Oh, look, you get in." They will upload these videos saying, "Oh, look, you get in here, put your stop loss here." And sometimes, you could even go in at a what is that? I was trading US 30, I think, at the time, at a 0.01 lot. And sometimes I will still lose $300-400 at a 0-1 lot, because these guys, the stop losses were crazy, their impulse entries were crazy, and you get wrapped up in that whole world. And time goes by, and you start, gaining experience. You surround yourself with people that um I wouldn't say so much that worry about what capital you have. It's just more the discipline muscle, that emotion part. You put that aside. Here's just, what are the candles doing? That's why when I get in a trade, if it was my playbook setup entry and I lose on that trade, it ends up, we were in profit a few pips and then it just flipped and took us out. That's it. Nothing happens. Why? Because it's a calculated risk. You know what you're risking. Like I showed you guys, stops are gonna be below this candle here. So once that stop goes below that candle, if depending on the lot size you're in, you'll see, if I put the stops below this previous candle, I'm gonna risk 200, 500, whatever it is. You'll know before you even take the trade. So you have to know what you're risking. And if it's the technical is to use the previous candle lows. So if you only want to risk $200 of your money, then if you were planning to go in at a at a 1 lot, then and how many accounts I've grown in my career, forget about it, bro. I lost count. But you live and you learn, bro. If you're not learning and you're not getting better, then what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting money. I got tired of that. I wanted to win. So I surrounded myself with winners. Surrounded myself with winners. And I try to pay that forward. That's why I get on stream here and I speak on my own experience and my own, my knowledge, the things I've learned. And I've learned to be patient. So I try to help you guys be patient. If I don't get in, don't get in. That's simple. Let's see here. Nas is looking gold. Yeah, gold as well. Pull back down. Yo, my boy Tony. Tony, if you're watching, Tony, you called it. I think you was it that? Let me see. I think you sent me a message. Bro, you called this move, I think. Yeah, you called about that 4-hour topic. It's interesting because I didn't get to that message right away. I sort of well after, but this yesterday, or was it yesterday's trade that, remember, we made the low, then we came and made a high, and then when we I'm sorry, we made a low, then a high. Then we made a steeper wick. We came down that second time was when we got in after it rebroke its own low. So sometimes I think that's what could play out here. Like, for example, we took out the 4-hour highs. Now we can come down and make a steeper wick, right? Like I said before, maybe fill the gap. And then on the flip, before the 1 hour closes, if we come back up and take out that 4-hour high after coming back down, especially, clearing out this gap, then we were, that's a much better trade. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Yeah, this thing, yes, it came down. Wow, you got this little resistance that was formed here with this candle. It came up below that resistance. This thing might be coming down, gang. It's very possible. All right, gold is not doing nothing for us. And Nasdaq might be the real winner tonight. Goodness, bro. All right. Nasdaq's looking good. I might be securing some profits very soon. Looks like. Let's see. And my charts are lagging, gang. Again, I apologize tonight for that. I'll see what I can do. It's something with my internet. I don't know what's going on, but very bad, very bad here. Yeah, it's yeah, super low. Not happy about that tonight. Wow, gang, this thing is about to flip up on us. What's going on here? I'm okay with the break even here. If we hit break even, I'm good. I really want to give this a shot to come down and build this. Come down and grab these wicks here. We made a nice move down, but it's kind of pulling back up here, and that's okay. We're down here in profit, and or whatever amount you have profit, you want to take your profits, you definitely do so. You don't necessarily have to stay in it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait and see. Yeah, this thing is it's not gonna. We're definitely close. So we broke support, right? We broke support, came up, and now we're definitely confirming with this candle. So I think we can get the continuation down. Yeah, initially this is the TP down here at the bottom of this range, but I want to take profits, partial profits here, anticipating a rejection from this support. You see how we got a rejection here? We got this wick rejection. So here we might come down, and I want to make sure I secure something here before we get that rejection, if we're gonna get it. But if it doesn't come down and tap in and it takes us out, then I'm okay. We're not losing any money at the anyway. Four minutes, gang. Gang, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, don't forget to do that. I would appreciate that. Helping support the channel is awesome. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe. You know, throw a W in the chat too if you're making money on this NAS trade. As a matter of fact, that'll be awesome too. I'm just gonna wait for this NAS closure. Yeah, gold didn't do anything. I want gold to wick or give me a closure above, and I don't think we're gonna get that closure. 1 minute. Got 10 seconds here. The candle closure on NAS here. Yeah, we made a nice move down. Didn't quite make it down here to this level here. So again, I'm okay with the BE here. You know, if it's gonna give us the move down, we'll take it. Again, if you are happy with your profits here, by all means you can close. I'm gonna give it a shot to see if it'll run down here. All right, now we're starting to flip bearish here. Made a nice little wick here. I like to see this move down, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we didn't see much drawdown. I mean, it gave us a little bit of a pullback here, but we've been in profit for the most part the whole time on this trade, so that's great. I'm gonna peek at gold one more time, just one more time. I know my freaking trade view is lagging today, but I might as well just take a quick peek here. I want to see where we're at. See, look at this thing. So damn slow. Yeah, look at now. It wants to come up. Yeah, the 1 hour closed below. Damn, this thing might want to run up here. Yeah, this thing is so tempting, bro. We got a bottom where this thing can run up, take out the highs, and continue to push up here. That 30-minute never even made a top wick. This kind of might make that top wick and then flip. Yeah, yeah. I'll stay out. I'll stay out. I know we're gonna get a better setup once we're in this range, like maybe a break and retest, and then on that retest here we can take it up. But that's probably gonna happen during London, if anything. Yeah, yeah. But gold is looking good for some buys up. All right. I want to see Nas come down here to this support level. That's the what I'm waiting on personally. All right, let's wait on it, gang. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll definitely be back in a couple minutes. All right, gang. So just hang tight. We're still holding this NAS sell. We're break even. I'm waiting for a tap to this support level that we talked about right here, grabbing these wicks. Hopefully we'll get that move down, and I'm looking for maybe just close my full position there and call it a night, right, gang? All right, so let's wait on that and see what happens. All right. right, gang. Looks like we're stalling here a little bit. Gold looks like it wants to move up here. They're really going to, though. Really certainly wants to. I came in and tapped into that support and rejected again. I was looking to move up a little bit here. And for those who are going to continue trading here, I think that if this 1 hour comes back up now, let's say we get a closure above, that would be nice. That would be nice to get a 1 hour closure above. Yeah. I would certainly look to buy up to fill this range up here. We might be coming up to the top here. But we got to close above. This candle fails to close above the next 30 minutes, you know, it's looking like it's rejecting this level here, right? And then we might get pushed back down. Again, we got a gap fill here. We could at least come down and grab, you know, that gap fill there before we continue to move up. But a closure above would be nice. How are we looking here? Ooh, we're about to... All right. Again, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's getting late for me personally. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute closure. Oh, 2 minutes left. Okay, well, 2 minutes left on that. Oh, nice, Jose. You got back in. Let's see. Oh, you took it off the 5 minute. Oh, let's take a look at that. Yeah, 5 minutes looking to break out here. Oh, on this retracement here. Wait, it's 3369. Oh, down here. Oh, that was this one. And then now you're getting this move up. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Look at the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is looking to push up here. Yeah, bro. I mean, like I said, I would, this would be good. 1 hour closure above this resistance, it failed to break. One came up, flip back down, but this 1 hour, we get that closure above, but there's still 31 minutes left on the candle. So I had the buy stop here earlier, but that's if we were going to continue to move up, but we never broke the highs and came down and range around here. Now is attempting to do the push up we were looking for earlier, but yeah, I might not be on stream to catch that move. What's this talking about? Oh, let's take a look at this. Gold gains on rising U.S.-Iran tensions. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because the CPI came in very good, a lot lower, but the market didn't reflect on the market as much because of this issue with U.S. and Iran. That's what happens. Wow, look at this. They're pricing in a 50 basis point rate cut from the Fed by the end of this year. Incredible. Oh, the fair value gap. Let me see. Wow, look at that 5 minute popped off. No bottom wick. I was gonna come down and make one here. Yeah, it's looking to push up. 3 red candles back. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This one. I still don't see it here. Oh, you mean with this one? Yo, look at this. Look at gold. Gold about to take out the highs. Yeah, I wouldn't get in yet though. Yeah, that just broke the highs. Broke the highs already, wicked up above it. Now it's pulling down. So it took out the previous 1 hour highs, but now we need a closure. Need a closure above here. We would have gotten activated there. Oh no, we would have not yet. No, it would have missed our activation by like half a pip. That at 77.20. The red long candle started right here. Let's see. That's your zone right here. Are you talking about this candle or this candle right here? Either way, it formed that support here. Now it's ripping up, but this 5 minute has no bottom wick. But there's a minute left here, so let's see. 15 minutes looking very nice on the move up. No bottom wick there either. 30-minute, no bottom wick. Man. Okay. Now sells yeah, we lost the volume here. At the bottom where it closed. Oh, let's see. Oh wait, this is NASDAQ. Let's see. Ah, down here. Yeah. There it is right there. And then boom. That's a nice little run up here. Like 50 or 60 pips. All right, so this thing pull back. We might get a bit of a wick here off that 5 minute. Should be interesting here. See how the 1 hour broke the highs now. Now is it gonna close above? If it breaks the high, but then closes below that resistance level, then the no go still. All right, gang. So yeah, this is stalling me. All right, I'm gonna close this trade on NAS right now. I'm gonna take my profits here, gang. Give me 1 sec. All right, yep, I'm out. All right, gang. I took profits here on NAS100 at about 24 pips. Yeah, it's a little getting a little late. I'm actually a little bit tired, to be honest with you guys. But let's keep in mind again that this was my intended target to take partials here. Was, it could happen, but it's moving extremely slow. I mean, I don't know if some of you guys are going to be up a lot later trading and all that. So just keep an eye on that, But yeah, took 24 pips and I'm out. Not bad. 24 pips on NAS. As far as gold, gang, if you're gonna trade gold tonight or pre-London or so, whatever it is, I would wait for a closure above here, and it looks like it wants to do it, right? Look at this. It's kind of trying to break above. It already took out the previous 1 hour highs, but look at that. Now we're trading below with 22 minutes left. So I keep an eye on that. If we do get a closure above on the 1 hour, then yeah, I mean, it's possible this thing might want to keep moving up here. I feel like it could fill that range. It might hit 3,400. So I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, if we get a closure above here, wait for that bottom wick on the next candle, and then take it up to 3,400. All right, gang. That's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna call it here. 24 pips on NAS. That's what we got tonight. And gold, again, waiting for that closure. That never happened, but it might happen in the next 20 minutes. So if you're gonna trade that, be smart, trade safe, and yeah. Once we close above, wait for a bottom wick, and then on the re-break of the highs, just take your buys up. All right, gang. I hope everybody has a blessed night, a safe night. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Jose Trades, RT Money, Tony, Shorty, Danny, everyone that's watching. I hope you guys have a great night. Happy trading, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. All right. Everyone have a good night. God bless. Peace out.